Do you guys remember the last time we talked about Johnny Somali and how happy we were? I mean, I was pretty happy. I sounded pretty happy during that video. The last time that we talked about him, he was in court and he was getting completely cooked by everyone there. Now we got a new update regarding Mr. Somali, and let me tell you guys, from what I've seen, the little snippets that I've seen, it is not looking too good. I don't think he's gonna get 2 months. 6 months. I think he's gonna get bare minimum 5 years, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So Legal Mindset recently made this video called Johnny Somali Trial Update.
Big updates in the trial of Ramzi Khalid Ismail, aka Johnny Somali. That will be a nightmare in this case, and a nightmare for Ramzi. So we're gonna get into that today. He currently, Ramzi, has been charged with 8 different criminal charges. His next court date is on October 29th of 2025. He has pled guilty to all of the obstruction charges, that's 4 counts, all of the Minor Offenses Act, which is 2 counts, and he has pled not guilty to the 2 deepfakes, which are going to come up at the next trial.
So these right here, the deepfake situation, there's 2, and out of everything, this is probably the most serious. That is the reason why he pleaded not guilty. The way I see it is he was like, okay, these are bad, but they're not that bad. So it's like disturbing a 7-Eleven, okay, I'll play guilty. Disrupting a bus system, I'll play guilty. Play North Korea propaganda, horrible, but okay, I'll plead guilty. Could lead up to 5 years in prison or a fine of 50 million won, which is about $36,000, which, you know, for the damage that he did, in my opinion, it's not a lot of money. I would have wished it was a lot higher, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it still does hurt him, but I wish it was 100,000 bare minimum. And for the other 2 charges, it's only 100,000 won or 30 days in detention.
And this is something I really want to update, as after the trial, I've seen a ton of clickbait, a ton of misinformation. The maximum amount he is facing is 12 years. Anything else is just trying to get you to click. It's just trying to not, make it sound better. That is the total under the guidelines. Now, some channels just aren't factoring in the guidelines, and that's kind of innocent and or unintentional. Other ones are intentionally doing its clickbait. I'm not going to call them all out. You guys know them, but just make sure that is the maximum. That is a total, and that is the accurate number.
In my opinion, 12 years in total, like the worst that it could get, the maximum, if you will. I think that's a pretty decent number, and unfortunately, like it says right here, that it will most likely default to the minimum. But hey, I think some jail time is better than no jail time for someone like Somali, so at this point, we'll take it. It's like, we'll take what we can.
I think it's going to be somewhere at least at the minimum on the default. That's my guess. So, at the bottom, I would think about 4 years, 9 months. That would be reasonable. And it could go all the way up to 12. So somewhere between 4 and 12, obviously being what I think. I don't think he's going to get the mitigated minimum. I think 4 years or 9 months, that'd be a reasonable minimum. And it could go up to, 8 years, 10, 9, 10, 12, 11. We'll see. But 4 is definitely something that can happen in this case. Now, Somali will go to jail even if he appeals. So this is something people have asked. What if he appeals? It actually is quite easy to appeal in South Korea, but you do not get that as a get out of jail free card. Appealing is not a get out of jail free card. So even if he appeals, he's appealing from jail. And by the time that he appeals, by the time he gets through everything, he'll likely be deep within his sentence, right? He might even not be finished with his appeal by the time he's already done serving his time.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to celebrate too early and jinx it. But, I mean, this pretty much confirms, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but this pretty much confirms that, yeah, he's pretty cooked. He's gonna go to jail regardless, whether that's for 2 years, 6 months, or 12 years, which is, at the end of the day, what everyone wanted. It's what I've been wanting for over a year. I mean, I've been covering the situation on and off since it pretty much started, I believe. I mean, you can go back to the channel. It's one of those rare times where the legal system actually works. I'd love to see it. I wish we would see it more often. But hey, we gotta celebrate the wins, and I think this is a massive W. I love that South Korea is making an example out of him. So any other YouTuber that thinks they could act like this will happen to you. Good, get fucked.
Beyond that, what are some updates? Well, we have a huge witness update. So the next trial is October 29th, and it's going to be witness testimony. Witness. It's going to be crazy. And we already know that there were going to be 2 witnesses there, Bong Bong and Youngman. But now we have official confirmation that there will be actually 3 witnesses.
Okay.
And this has been confirmed by the court filing. So we know this is a fact, and this is the worst case for Ramzi. That third person is none other than Youngman.
Oh.
none other than the SEAL, the underwater demolition team member, which is essentially the Korean Navy SEAL, who, of course, gave that infamous punch. He went viral for that. Somali, has been trying to bury this guy maliciously in civil lawsuits, but he's actually had all of his law fines paid off, all of his stuff paid off.
It's not just over, guys. It is over. I remember how viral that clip of Johnny Somali getting punched went. I talked about it. I think I recorded that video and I edited that video with a smile on my face. And I saw some people on Twitter being like, well, violence isn't the answer. We could talk with words. And hey, trust me, I am the #1 advocate when it comes to that kind of stuff. But in certain situations, words aren't enough. In Johnny's situation, you've had multiple people in Japan telling him, yo, please stop. They were being really polite, more polite than they should have been, honestly. And some Koreans were nice to him too. They were trying to put him down politely, and he wouldn't listen. He was harassing girls. When you're dealing with someone like that, gave him chance after chance after chance. The police let him go. He doesn't learn. They try to talk to him. He doesn't learn. It's like, at some point, you gotta get physical.
That'll be the stream. Are you guys enjoying the stream today? Whoa! Whoa! You should have been live when you saw that. What's up? Come back. Come back. Come back. What'd you say? What did you say? Hey, back the fuck. What's up? Why are you punching me? I'm a what? Saying that? Can I touch the statue? So you think it's okay to be physically assaulting somebody?
Yeah, you're in my country, buddy.
I don't know. I don't know if that's controversial to say. I don't think anyone here is going to be like, oh, but Somali is human and we all make mistakes. Yeah, he is human. We all make mistakes. And we usually try to learn from that. The thing with Johnny is that he's fucked up how many times at this point? 20? 30? Nah, talking is no longer an option with him. You gotta resort to physical violence. Unfortunately, that's the only way some people learn. So
Next, the Child Welfare Act. This is something that a lot of people are asking me about. And I want to be very frank with you about this. Because once again, this is under ongoing investigation. We do not know. We do not know yet whether they will decide to bring this. And that is a very important fact. We want them to. We've provided them with the best information they can get. All the information they've got is the best information they can get. There's not going to be more information that's going to make a better case to charge him under the CWS, Child Welfare Act, than what we have provided and what they have. They've gotten some interviews. They've gotten follow-up. They've gotten extra information. So we know it's ongoing. We know they're taking it seriously. So it is very likely this will not be out of the current trial. Now, some of you may be sad about that because you may say, okay, well, this could have delayed the current trial and kept them longer. Well, hold on. It's not necessarily bad. What would happen if, once again, if prosecutors decide to indict him, they'll probably do that in a different district, probably not the Western, probably the Eastern, and that will be a new trial. And likely by that time, Somali's trial will either be over or almost over, and even better, he'll be sentenced. So then they'd be dragging him in a prison jumpsuit. He'll be in the prison gear for the new trial, which makes sure he's a convicted criminal. It's definitely an aggravation. It doesn't look good. This would be very, very bad for him and would extremely extend his time in Korea.
some of you might know this, some of you may not. Sans Oscar is not a religious person at all. Never have, most likely never will. But today I'm going to go buy a Bible and I'm going to make sure I pray to all the gods up there and hope this happens. I want to see the thumbnail with Johnny Somali in a orange jumpsuit. I want to see him being chewed out by the court, by the witnesses. I don't think I've ever wished on anyone's downfall this hard. Well, actually I have a few times, but I don't think I've ever prayed on someone's downfall more about someone that I don't even know, nor have I ever spoken to them. And I will be praying that he gets locked up for 12 years. He's been given 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different opportunities, and he refuses to do so. He refused to change in Japan. He refused to change when he went to Korea, and he should get the worst outcome someone like him in his situation could possibly get. I will be resting a lot better today knowing that no matter where we go from here, he's going to see some jail time. They're not going to let him off that easy. He's stuck in Korea, And this ain't over. Once this is over, once October comes and we go from there, it could potentially get even worse for him. There could be another trial. So if you guys have snacks nearby, if you have drinks nearby, I guess we could pregame. We could pregame until the actual day comes. And I swear to God, when that moment comes, it will be a massive day for the unemployed community, which includes me.